Hello and welcome back to another video today. Hardcore Wipe. We're just going to go through some of the recent raids, chat about the Hardcore Wipe, what's going on, and what's happened. As you can see there, executed a perfect jump over the wall. Right off the rip, straight into a scab. It has to be. We were pretty amazed that the scab time was about an hour and a half. Pretty crazy. Right off the rip though, scab has just died. There's a PMC. Yeah. The pure pressure from the PPSH really letting that PMC know who's the daddy. He didn't get the kill, but I think that my contribution there was a key factor too. You gotta be quick when you're looting though, right? Right here, these scabs are... Mate, they smell blood in the water, they smell the PMC, and they come out. They come out looking for that loot. So yeah, Hardcore Wipe. It was actually quite a bit of a shock. I'm all up for trying shit, so, you know, I'm not going to complain. We're just going to give it a go and see what it's like. So straight up, first couple raids, obviously straight into ground zero. At this point, there's no tasks, so we're kind of just whatever, right? We're just going through. At this point, because we've played quite a lot. I think I get a spotted guy down the end there, have a pop, but this guy's now. It would be very dumb to re-peek, so of course we go for the re-peek, but we will not re-peek that third time. We're not that stupid. So we're going to relocate. It's a weird position early in this wipe because there's no quests. What are we playing for? What we're really doing is just trying to get some money and just have like... We're just trying to get items ready for when we need to hand them in for quests for the hideout. We're over here in the bank and we are taking some suppression. Could not see where this guy is. I think this guy was up in the restaurant shooting scavs, and also bullets were just flying into where we were. So we were kind of like... It's always hard, right? When you're being suppressed, do you peek it? It's extremely dumb to peek it. Sometimes you just gotta peek it. Eventually we kind of sit there for a while and we just think, fuck it. There's enough noise going on, we just push out and start dropping scavs and head out. Very basic raid. I think we just got a bunch of loot, got out, didn't see a PMC. We spot a guy right over here. This spawn is bullshit. The spawn in the corner by like, I think it's the streets transit. There's the Emacon spawn. There's the spawn here in the Terror Group garage. And then there's a spawn, I think, down by the cafe. Like, there's so many spawns right there. This PMC almost lights me up, but I managed to just get behind that weird little pillar. And then Stu drops him. I still didn't have my first PMC kill yet, and then we're in the third raid. I think again, Stu actually disconnected here. His game's crashed. So I'm guarding his body. Scav comes in. Clean one tap to the head on that Scav. But it turns out, no, he went prone. Yeah, this is a new tactic by the Scavs. Drop shots. You love to see it. But this Scav did have a GL, so that was very exciting. And he actually had rounds, so we were very lucky that he wasn't busting out freaking grenades at us while Stu was AFK there. So our goal here is just keep it low key, feel it out. You know, we don't really know how the Hardcore Wipe's going to play out. We're trying to figure out what's good, what's bad. We did find out that the cars are 40k. What the fuck? Clean one bang through the wall there. And then, yeah, another swift raid, in, loot, out. No dramas. Now we're up to a 3-stack. And we, again, it's just ground zero. No task yet. We're just out here doing our thing. I get absolutely fucking domed. So that's cool. Next raid. Next raid. Okay. We've set up a rule for our, like, little team of, like, duo and trio. That, the only thing we're going to bring back in for each other is probably the gun. Because otherwise you just don't get to loot shit. Once you're like... I really don't like the rule that some people play where they're always bringing their buddy's gear. That's what insurance is for, right? Hide your mate's shit in a bush or in a bit of like, you know, in the lake, in the river, whatever. But you just kill your friend's opportunity to loot if you make them bring loads of shit out. So we kind of were just like, as a group, we're like, right, guns only. If it's a good gun, if it's a shit gun, don't even. What's the point? Not by the windows. What's got nothing going on, mate?
Songs as well, you know, like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a jigsaw puzzle.
Let's have a quick nap.
Let's do a quick 1,000 jigsaw puzzle. Is that right, guys? A little 1,000 piece. Oh, I see a scav over there. I'm just gonna quickly drop this scav, real clean and crisp. I don't think I can even see where his head is. I'm literally just shooting a muzzle flash, and eventually the scav. Yeah, I think I deserve that. Here we go. Next raid. My gun, my mags. It's going well. This is a great start to the wipe. I'm fucking dominating. And here we are, back up into the main room. I think we're actually a 4-stack here when another mate jumped on. You know, Hardcore Wipe, let's check it out. He's kind of new, so he's on the MG. I think you have to die at least once while being on an MG to realise that that's the dumbest thing you can do in Tarkov. He hasn't learned that yet. as we're heading out, we spot a PMC. Finally got to shoot my GL. I've had that for like 3 raids now. Haven't shot it once. This PMC is making a quick run over to the right.
No, he's running.
And he's disappeared off into the corner. So, and at this point I think we're like, this is a dead end. So we start scanning this this right side, which is a dead end. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this corner's a dead end. And yeah, then we spot this PMC. So somehow I did drop him. Didn't even realize I killed him. So there he is. Crispy one tap there. Crispy one tap on the scab there. Just dealing with that scab really efficiently. And then on our way out to Emicon, another simple raid. PMC killed. We're still a 4 stack, which we don't often do. Most of the time it's a dual trio, but still a 4 stack. Again, one of my mates is, I would say, fairly new. Doesn't quite understand that GLs MGs are the worst thing you can do.
I got something to drink.
Fuck you.
Trying out the flare extract, never used it. The right side of that train is actually super open, so if you're going to take the extract, go on the left, because there's a bus I think you can get behind. Next raid, as we're moving through the map, I get blasted in the back. I get back blasted, and I'm kind of fucked, so I'm just smashed right up against this wall, but luckily I got 2 mates who... This guy, I don't think this guy realised there was 3 people in that corridor, so jobs are good. Food and drink has been pretty important during Tarkov Wipe. Like, I'm usually pretty good at looting and eating and drinking in raid, but now I'm taking it to another level, and I'm gonna set up my own tuck shop and probably become a trader in the game and start selling some bottles of water, food, drink, snacks. So keep a lookout for that. I thought it was quite funny that scaring my friends with the fact that there's mines over here and they don't know where they are. I totally know where they are. I'm not I'm not just winging here. But here we are. I think I've only done extract like once, but we're just playing around on streets. We're just on ground zero, messing around. We're just not taking it too seriously. We're just trying to get loot. If we feel like going for a fight, we go for a fight, but we're not like stressing about anything. We're just... So there's the PMC who's spawned over by the in that machine gun building, or the GL building. I think it's the machine gun building. He pushes left.
I dropped him on the left.
Crisp. Started getting lit up here from, I don't know what, I didn't even see it. But one of my mates, he got a black stomach, and this is before we realised that the CMS could go in the special slot. So, honestly, a blacked out stomach was basically the end of a raid. So I'm giving him some food, I give him some drink. He's literally coughing up his lungs. Coughing his fucking ass up over there. Yeah, if you get a blacked out stomach at the moment in hardcore, before we realised about CMS going in the secure, it was basically the end of the raid. So I'm really glad that they made that thing.
My guy is struggling. Oh, there's a medi box here. Hold on.
Man's got the fucking plague. I'm trying to listen, and this guy. Yeah, luckily we found that code again, so we managed to slip out of the Tarbob towers. Yeah, back to a 3 stack, back in the ground zero. Looting, we're shooting. As you can see here, coming out of the MG, going towards Virus. I engage PMC, coming out of Virus. Blacked out stomach again. This is before we realised that CMS could go in the special slot. So at this point, I'm like, well, I'm fucked. Like, I do have a lot of food and drink on me, but I'm using it so fast that it's just like the raid is over. Like, I don't know if on day 1 you could put the CMS in the special slot, but or if they added that sort of like a day in. Eventually, I'm kind of healed up. I'm like, guys, I can't sit here. I have to push. I push. Somehow I kill that guy. I don't even know how he didn't kill me. So I'm pretty happy. I'm straight to his body. I just need meds. I'm so dead. I literally just need meds. But of course I get that tag because that's really smart. But eventually his buddy does come out of somewhere else and blast me in the top of the head. So yeah, my mates push in. They kill that guy. We got an exit and some good gear, I think. And again, I get my gun back. This gun has come back to me about 4 or 5 times now. So yeah, we're just chilling in the virus area, and I think I heard something.
You see someone loot, please?
I thought I heard someone over there, but I'm not sure. Running? Yep.
Well, I hear running, mates, but...
There we go. I get a nice screenshot here of my mate. And yeah, normal raid, and yeah. Your boy's dead again.
What the fuck?
So... But they do manage to eventually push in, kill that guy, and then one of my other mates, Joe on the right there, he gets very low, dies to his blacked out stomach, and then Stu's the only one alive. He's trying to loot up, sort out the loot, and another guy pushes him, and he manages to sort of stay quiet and kill the guy. So yep, another raid. This time, we are going to customs. Head over to dorms, hear some shots. I've had a couple bad raids where I've died, so at this point I'm like, I need a win. I need a win, so I'm a little bit aggressive here. Open the door. I know someone's up here. I just not super keen on pushing, but fuck it. Sometimes you got to push. So we do manage to drop that guy. The thing there is I'm on a MP5 with 20 rounds and I'm single firing, so I can't follow that guy, right? Because my mag would be gone in like 3 seconds. But yeah, as you make our exit over towards Big Red side, we hear some shots up by the train, so we're a bit careful. I move up to the pylon as my friends get engaged, just as they're a bit behind. They're coming up the hill, and I do hear a guy over by the little shack there, and the other side of the train. So there's a duo up here.
Oh, I see him. He's coming. Yeah, he's this way. He's by this like hut up here at the top. Yeah, he's up here.
I guess some rounds in him there, but my ammo is just pish. So one of my mates gets dropped there by a grenade. Yeah, now we're kind of stuck between guy on the bridge here on the left and then guy by this hut. I've got no stam in my arms or my legs because for whatever reason my buddy goes down. Now it's me versus 2 other guys. No stam, shit gun, surrounded. Yeah, and pish bullets, can't do fuck all. And I hear the guy running it by me. That's it, GG. Scratch up another one. But back in our favourite spawn. We always seem to spawn in that corner by Terror Group. I don't know why. We always spawn there. So Stu just very, very quickly dropping the scab. I'm literally just waiting for him to kill it because he's suppressed. He cannot execute the kill. So the man cannot execute that kill on that scab. Slippery subject. But yeah, I managed to get it done. First quest. Here we go. We got the hard drive. And at this point we are leaving and we hear a guy go prone on the outside of the building by the pillars on the left. So we know there's literally a guy prone waiting for us to come out and delete us. And I can't be fucked to go through the garages and like loop all the way around. I'd rather just, basically you can almost sometimes wait for a scav to come and like fuck up his plan. Now eventually a scav will come, start fucking with him. So we peek here. I don't know how many bullets I need to put in this guy, but there's so much blood on the wall behind him. I don't know what else to do there. But he pushes up. He runs straight into Stu. Stu kills him, but just about. He's super low. I think he got blacked out everything. But I think at this point we did realise that CMSs could go in the secure. So wipe saved. Genuinely, if we couldn't put CMSs in the secure, that'd have been a total buzzkill, because having a blacked out stomach and that's the end of your raid really sucks. Like having a blacked out stomach was worse than having like a black thorax or like head, because you just degen from hydration and energy. So yeah, eventually we are heading out this raid. Not much time in it, actually. We kind of dicked around and had to med a lot in that last one. But yeah, decent raid there, nice and easy. So yeah, this is actually a scav raid we did where Stu got deleted by a PMC, and I really want vengeance, so that he closes the door there, which is a bit like, okay. And I spent the next sort of like 5 minutes running around trying to get an angle, because he's running around and I'm running around. We're trying to get an angle on each other, without swinging out, you know, out there, because he's got, I think he had like an MP7 or something, and I've got this piece of shit here. So he sees an angle on me there. Again, I'm trying to bait, just pop that door open, and then a fucking AI scav came. And I was like, yes, go on, go bait.
Oh, please.
I don't know what happened there. My scav went out. My bait scav went out. He killed another scav, this PMC. And then he just sits here in the doorway.
Oh, fuck you, bro.
And then he just fucks off, so...
Where you going?
Yeah, I was still wanting to use him as bait, but that didn't work out. This PMC is still right here, so I'm like, I want to fucking bait this guy. He's right here. He's in garages or something. At this point, I'm sure he's in that window. I throw a almost perfect nade. Tried to jump in the window, not possible. But then I hear him swing back round. I swear I shoot him in the head like 4 times. It does not convert. It did not convert. But we are back on the tasks and we're making progress, so that's pretty cool. Finally, Nikita blessed us with some tasks on day 2. So we are back on the task hype. And straight into a fight off the spawn here with some guys down at Cafe. They push up the stairs. Stu's taking cover behind that truck on the left, and I am... And I'm going to work. I've got a bleed here, so try and just get out a quick... Get that quick med, just stop my arm blacking out. Vision's blurry because I got a fracture in my arm, but fuck it. There you go. We do manage to get this. We do manage to kill that duo, and yeah, Stu got kind of minced. He was taking cover behind that van, but there's lots of holes in it, and you can see underneath it. So yeah, a bit unfortunate that he did not have the hard cover he thought he had. But I spent a couple minutes looting these guys, and just as I was leaving, some guy actually came up behind me. I grabbed Stu's gun. I'm going to bring that back in for him. But like we said, we had this rule of like, okay, just bring the gun, and then you can loot the other stuff. Because if you have to bring in your mate's whole kit, it's kind of just, you don't actually ever get to like feel like you win a fight. That was the rule we came up with as a team. I could not be fucked to fight that guy. I've already got a lot of loot on me. I'm heavy, so I managed to just get that flare, sneak out. Again, we have tasks now, so we can actually get some shit done, start progressing. Coming out the bank here, run to a 2-man.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Easily dispatched that 2-man. We did risk the 40k in that raid. 40k for the extract is fucking steep. But yeah, we managed to get it done in 1, which is pretty sweet. Next raid. We seem to spawn here like 90% of the time. Yep. I did walk into the fire. So here a fight. I think this is underneath the bank. I think it's underneath the bank. But kill one scav. Drop another scav. Pretty clean. So we kind of clear out this area. Seems like a big fight here, and yeah, it turns out that one of these scavs was actually a PMC. So that shot that sort of hit the concrete post right next to my head was the PMC. Yeah, we got a PMC kill. We got some good, got a bit of loot. We got some armor. We do get the AGS, and then yeah, we are out of that raid. Oh, yeah, so next into customs, we need to get the key from the body near IUF. I think IUF is not a extract anymore. I think they've kind of removed IUAF. For now, again, these drop shot scavs are scary, and you can only tell that they're still alive when you see muzzle flash and bullets flying at you, because it's really hard to tell sometimes in the dark. But as we're coming out here, there's a big fight going on in Stronghold, or at the back of Stronghold, and we're kind of like, do we want to get involved? Let's try and get another angle around the left side, rather than approach from that shit angle. And
Oh shit! It's a rat.
this kid's not going to let loot just sit there. That's going in his backpack. So we're kind of moving around. It's gone very quiet at Stronghold, so at this point you're kind of unsure. It's like, do we push in and risk it, or do we kind of like try and get on with the task that we're trying to do? So we decided to just get on with the tasks and try and actually progress. Pretty easy though, very easy early task. Get the thing, black the sniper scav. You'll love to see the green tracer flying over your head. Yeah, another simple raid, getting some tasks done, making some progress. Sometimes that's what it's all about. Don't need to take every fight. Sometimes we just want to progress. Back to a trio now, and my mate Joe is online, and we need to help him get the car extract. So we're moving through the map. That's kind of our main objective in this raid, is get that car extract. So as we go, we're moving through the bank, pretty close. He's the MVP. He's the MVP in this raid. Getting him the car extract done, and of course, and I get mullered. Standard. They do manage to get out of that raid through the car. So that was all good. Another successful raid because we got that task done. So we're kind of trying to catch up our mate here. Back in the ground zero, working on some of these tasks. Crispy one taps on these scavs on the way out. We're just focused on our task right here. You know, my mate needs get the key and get the hard drive from the office. So that's what we're doing. I hear a guy up on the right. Stop. Yeah, and it turns out, so that guy that just got dropped there by Stu was the fucking Chad of this raid. He had basically killed everybody, I think. Or he at least had every dog tag of almost everybody in the entire raid.
This guy had 5 dog tags.
Joe, for example, needed a couple task things done. So he was able to sort of just get all that shit done, really. On the way out now, and on the way out of the raid here, lots of scavs to start. They smell that, they smell the PMC blood in the water, they smell the loot. Drop shotting bastard. As I'm moving up here, I see another dead PMC on the floor. I'm like, okay, let's have a little look. There's a really nice AK-12, which I will be using. But also, he had a dog tag, his own dog tag, which means that that is actually every PMC in Ground Zero accounted for. Because I think we found 10 dog tags in total, because it was R3 plus I think we found however many, 7 or something. Like, I think, yeah. Basically, we were able to account for every single PMC, so we knew that there was no PMCs in this raid. So we managed to just basically go and wrap up the quest stuff that Joe needed all in one raid. So this was actually quite a sick raid. It's quite a common thing on Factory, actually. Eventually, on Factory, if you have a big fight on Factory, you can eventually account for every player and know that you're free. And the even nicer thing about Ground Zero is once you've accounted for every player, it's only AI scavs, right? You don't have to worry about player scavs coming in and charging you down or whatever. Very successful raid there tonight, but for me, I'm going for my first stirrup kill. Scav over on the balcony there tries to drop shot me like a fucking dickhead. We're pushing through here. I do hear someone's coming, and he's got something automatic. I'm just taking one shot and I'm dipping back into cover. I'm not standing there taking that. Peeking. I'm re-peeking that. You just need to get a lucky shot between the eyes. That's all you need.
I see you, bro.
There's so much gunfire going on all over the place.
Is that scout?
And I hear footsteps everywhere. Eventually that PMC I shot at on suicide stairs. He goes underneath and he pushes up shower stairs. And I was actually so surprised he got to me that quick. I was actually just gonna go around there and reload behind that cover, but he was there so quick. Just smoked me. So we're in the customs and I'm looting the ground floor and I'm looting up the little shower room here, and another thing's busted in. I wonder if he realised that door doesn't spawn open. Clean kill on that one scav there. Drop shot. The scav does not convert the drop shot. We're heading over towards Old Gas. We heard a lot of shots over by either Old Gas or like the warehouse area.
Oh god, that was a body. Fuck, I thought that was a PMC crouch, but no, it's just a scout.
Did you not hear that bullet?
I shot. Is that what you
Oh,
meant?
you shot. Oh,
Yeah, I shot this body because I thought it was someone crouched at me.
God, I shit myself. Something must be going on over here. So we're headed over there. We're kind of like, didn't have any loot or anything. We were just, I didn't have anything special. So and then we get a little peek. We get a peek here of a player scav. Player scav's just come out of the warehouse there. Weirdly, he's peeking, but he's not shooting, and I'm not shooting, and I'm kind of like, oh, do I be friendly? And I'm thinking, oh, fuck this guy. He's just gonna fucking delete me if he gets a chance. But yeah, he was peeking very quickly. He really wasn't showing much of himself. That's the shot that he now knows. He ain't friendly. We decided to just loot around the side, see if we just get some more loot. And then we bump into another player scav here at this truck. This is the thing, actually. You've got to be really aware of the cover you're taking. If you're taking cover behind vehicles, it's a good chance that you can be seen through it or under it. But as I move to the right here, I think this is the scav I'd seen by the train. Same outfit. And he looked like a player because the way he did a 180 when he got shot at. I don't think AI typically do that. They kind of just crouch or something. Crispy one tap on the sniper scav. So as we're making our way to the exit, a player scav does rush us from behind. And I whiff every shot. Run out of ammo. At this point, I know I'm on my last mag. I have loot. And we're fucking fighting a player scav in a shit position. So, let's just get the fuck out. There's no point.
Oh, tripwire.
I have no stand. Oh my god. I almost get fucking rinsed by that tripwire. And we just managed to dip out of that raid. No stamina. And then we ran into actually our first bug of the wipe where Stu went into we tried to queue for a customs raid. It didn't bring me in. After Stu managed to extract from the customs raid, we then queued up again. I got a back-end error, restart my game. When I loaded the game back up, I had a reconnect. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, which customs raid am I joining? And it actually put me back into the original customs raid that I didn't join originally with Stu. But like 25 minutes of the raid left. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? Like, that's never happened. I've never joined a raid as a PMC that late. like actually not even my body not even being in there. So at this point, I just want a quick reset, right? Like Stu's waiting for me to get out this raid. I'd rather just reset and we can just jump into another raid and do something properly, you know. And we did manage to make it out. So we're going into customs. And the plan here, we actually wanted to go, we were like, whatever the nearest transit is, let's just go to it. So we ended up going to reserve. Partly we're like, let's have a look. Let's see if we can find Gluhar maybe, and then let's get some gear. I will say Gluhar is probably one of the tougher bosses to fight. I did have a little peek in the tech room on school, and it's fucking decimated. There's fuck all in there, so I don't know if that's part of the hardcore thing, that there's no loot, but yeah. So we hear that RPD, which must be Gluhar, right? So huge fight between Black Knight and White Knight, so we head over there. So yeah, this is definitely Glue Stick, and he is trying to end my shit. He's probably one of the harder bosses to fight, actually, unless you can get him in a really compromised position, like up close, him swinging through a corner. Like right now, he's just in the open, and that's probably where the bosses are most dangerous, when they can just see you, they know you're in a building, any angle you peek is kind of risky. And that's kind of where we're at this point. Me and Stu are both just trying to find an angle. I think Stu eventually was looking out of windows, and he went up to the roof. Stu eventually gets decimated on the roof. The thing at this point is I've not been bringing in many rounds. I think I was alternating between BT and US in my first 2 mags, and then my third mag was like US ammo. It wasn't good. If I could hit him in the face, he should drop. It's, you know, it's got a lot of damage at US ammo. As after that, after the Gluhar magged up me with the RPD, my stomach is black, so you know what that means. I need to get some food. So I CMS my stomach up. I've got food. Luckily the special slot takes CMSs, otherwise we are fucking boned. But we are good. We just don't have a lot of, we don't have good ammo, we don't have a good gun. And Gluhar's one of the harder bosses to kill at the best of times, in my opinion. So it's annoying to waste ammo on a scav like that when you know that there's a boss and like 4 guards chilling outside and they're all looking in your direction. So I'm not going to pussy out. I do want to just try and kill him if I can, but I don't know how, because I can't peek. I basically can't peek any angle, and I can't hit him at range. I do not have an LVPO, so my options are kind of limited on what I can actually do here. If one of us had a grenade, this would be totally different, right? Because if you have a grenade, you can force the boss to move. But as you see here, as soon as I peek that roof, I'm getting railed. So one of the guards actually pushes me here. So I do get pushed by one of the guards. So I thought that was a sign that Gluhar would start pushing me, or his guards would all push me. Which they do. I think Gluhar and his guards are just killing AI scavs, because I don't think there'd be any player scavs in this reserve raid. I run around a lot because I'm just trying to find any angle that can like give me something. Just any angle I can just get on him without him seeing me instantly. Yeah, so at that point I don't even know who to shoot. Before I logged off tonight, I did have one more crack at stirrup. I could hear a guy running around here, and I'm just trying to, I want to keep my advantage, right? He doesn't know I'm here. I think there he's going to run by it and he hears my step, or he hears my ADS or something. And then I basically get nuked before I even see him. I don't know if he could see the top of my head or something, but I could not see him before he saw me. We then jumped into customs. I think the plan here was to transit again, but our spawn, we were like, ah, fuck it, let's just play the raid. Stu was keen to get involved at Stronghold. There was loads of shots over by Stronghold, so we headed that way. Stu was very keen, but then basically just not pushing at all.
Oh, you're out there already. Shit.
Stu had the idea of getting involved, and then didn't get involved until forced to. But we're moving up, we're in Stronghold, we're peeking around, we're looking out. Yeah, this is Rishala and his guards. Rishala is able to take a BT round to the back of the head, and then I get some bullshit. I get killed by that guard blasting me in the feet to death. So I think Stu was in that raid for a good 10 minutes. There was a PMC around Stronghold. There was some other things going on. This is a clip from Discord. As he's making his way out by IUF, he gets sniped by somebody way over by big red side of the river, and then he gets killed by a guy coming out of construction. So he was I think he killed Rishala, and a bunch of guards got smoked by like random people Back in the factory here, our goal here was to go to woods because we wanted to get a start on Jaeger's note and get that quest chain moving. I also had the quest to go to the USEC camps, so that was the goal here. Let's go to woods. Let's just try it. We spawned in gate 3, which is one of the shittest spawns, probably. Like, you can't, like... Originally, we were like, oh, let's just chill in the raid for 5 minutes. We'll just chill, and then we'll go to the thing. But we spawned in gate 3. So, we had to move. So, we managed to quickly just get through transit, and we are going to woods. We actually spawned right near the USEC camps, but that would mean that we go USEC camps, go get Jaeger's note, and then we had to go all the way back to outskirts as our extract. So we were like, we didn't really want to do that. So we were going to USEC camps. We were just going to go to outskirts. But well, the first one, I hear some bushes, and this guy sees me, and yeah, chalk up another death for me. Luckily, Stu brings in my gun. This is it's like a VPO thing that I 366. VPO, I think it was, that I had put together. So I had a suppressor and a red dot. I was quite happy with it. I don't think I didn't even get to really use it at all. But the rounds like EKO and whatever the other round is that I had, like they have good pen. They have like 30 pen, which early wipe is like more than enough. So as we're here on ground zero, we hear loads of shots towards the Mira Ave player extract. So we're like, yeah, let's go have a look. As we're moving up here, we're just trying to get a look and see what's going on. We notice it's a 3-man, and at first I'm like, I'm like, oh, fuck it. They're 3-man. They're like sprinting to the extract. Like, let's just let them go. Who cares? And then for some reason they looked down the road, and I was just there like a deer in headlights, no cover. I got legged almost instantly, and then I just got absolutely deleted, and there's nothing I could have done. So yeah, another successful raid. And here we are again, back on factory. We're going for stirrup again. We got no kills so far. But there's a lot of action, a lot of fighting going on. You see people running around in the middle of that gantry. So I'm busting my ass up to top floor lockers. So Stu manages to get one stirrup kill, but he gets smoked by somebody else. I can hear this guy right below me, and I find a sneaky little angle right here. Oof. There you go, we've got 2 out of the 3 stirrup kills done. Except this one guy who finds me, and he's got some sort of automatic gun. But as I go to repeat this, he's basically vanished into thin air, so I don't know where the fuck he went. There's a scav here that dies right in front of me, and I have literally no clue where the hell this guy is. But I eventually figure out that he's actually underground, and he must have had some weird angle on that scav from above. Well, I know that there's a pistol PMC in here, and there's a PMC in here with some kind of automatic weapon. I don't know what. Eyes are like not. Yeah, so now I know it's me versus a guy with an automatic weapon. Not gonna go well. I hear him medding, so I try and push. But he stops his med animation. Here's me coming, obviously, and GG. And yeah, that's about it for part 1 of the hardcore Tarkov Wipes video. There'll be a part 2 coming soon as we get more and more into the wipe. Hopefully I can finish off Stirrup and we can get some more quests done. If you like this format of video, please let me know, because I'll do some more. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!